Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I wanted to come to you guys real quick to bring to you the story about this beautiful young lady by the name of Carlethia Carlee Russell. Okay, her real name is Carlethia, but she goes by the nickname of Carlee. Okay, I do have a few details about her, but she went missing as of yesterday in Hoover, Alabama. Okay, and from what I'm understanding, she is from Hoover, Alabama, and y'all know that I'm also from Alabama, but I'm not from Hoover, Alabama. I'm actually from Montgomery, Alabama. And what I learned is that this young lady actually went to college in my home city. She went to Auburn University at Montgomery. There are two different ones. There's Auburn University and then there's Auburn University at Montgomery. And that is the one that she attended. And that is indeed the one that she graduated from. Okay. Now, as I told you guys, this young lady went missing the other day. And it is just so puzzling. I am going to get into more details about it. Okay. So I just have a few images up here on the screen, a lot of different hairstyles of this young lady, of what she may look like, a lot of different attire. Actually, let me blow this up for you guys so that you can really get a good look at her beautiful face, so y'all could just see exactly who this young lady is. Okay, from my understanding, she is only the age of 25 years old, and it looks like she may have been in nursing school at University at Birmingham. So it looks like she was going to UAB for nursing school. Okay. I want to believe that, or maybe she could possibly work there, because her family was saying that at the time that she went missing, she ended up getting off work and she was just trying to grab her something to eat. Right. So it seems like she gets off work in the evening time. So I was thinking she might have some type of, nursing schedule of some sort. She might work at a hospital. She might work, at a nursing facility at University at Birmingham. But I definitely saw some photos of her at the university at Birmingham. Let me see if I can pull that up. Am I able to at least share one of those photos of her? I already have it up here, but I just wanted to share just one more so that you guys could just see her, like a far back photo of her. Okay. So there it is, School of Nursing. So it looks like she was in school, okay, for nursing at UAB over there in Birmingham, Alabama. All right. Which I believe is really close to Hoover, Alabama. But this young lady ended up going missing in the strangest way to me. Okay. So they're saying that this young lady was super close to home. All right. They said that from what they knew, she was headed home. She was about 10 minutes away from her house, right? And as she was headed home, she ended up seeing a toddler on the side of the road. Okay. They said that she ended up, I think the toddler or the young kid may have been about 3 to 4 years old. And they were walking along the interstate by themselves late at night. Okay. So, of course, if anybody sees that, they're going to want to stop, pull over, and see if that kid is okay. Like, where are your parents? Like, what happened? Like, you're going to want to find out some details. Right. So, when she saw this little baby walking along the interstate, which is extremely dangerous, right, she decided that she was going to call the police. And that's exactly what she did. Okay. The police said that they did receive a call from her, and that was around 9:30 that night, around 9:34 p.m. The Hoover police did receive a phone call from this young woman, and they said that she was near I 459 South, okay? And she was near mile marker 11. And she reported that she saw a toddler walking on the side of the road. Now, after calling 911, all right. She decided she was going to stop and check on the child. While she was doing that, she ended up calling a family member, which I do believe was her sister, but do not quote me. I believe it was her sister she called, but not sure. But I know for a fact it was a family member that she called to report to them the same details, like, hey, I just saw this little toddler walking on the side of the interstate. Girl, this is crazy. This is dangerous. She's probably already told the family member. She done called 911. While they're on the phone, the person says that they can hear her actively talking to a toddler. They hear her talking to this toddler. And then next thing you know, all they heard was her scream. So after she screamed, it was nothing else they heard, nothing else but the cars driving along the interstate. That's all that they heard. Now, the police did come, and from my understanding, the police may have missed her just by like 3 minutes By like 3 minutes, they said they arrived shortly after that. Okay. And once the police got there, what they're saying, they said that they found the vehicle still running. They saw some of her belongings were nearby. And when they say belongings, I want to believe that it was her phone. I feel like she may have dropped her phone somewhere. Once she screamed, maybe somebody approached her with a gun, or they scared her, or whatever the case was. But yeah, I want to believe that it was likely her cell phone. When they say belongings, right? Her car was still running. I believe her keys and everything else was still in the car, but she has completely vanished. They don't know where she is. She is completely missing at this point. Okay. They also were not able to find her. They weren't able to find a child in the area. So what is given to me, that was a whole setup. And people are, especially when it comes to sex trafficking and stuff, they're getting so strategic with how they go about getting people. And it really irks the hell out of me in so many different ways, because I don't know if this was sex trafficking, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear about situations happening near interstate and stuff. So it's just like, I just like, why is sex that big of a thing that people have to be trafficked for it? you know and why, with all of the things going on in America, are we not putting things in place to stop certain things from happening? Now, I don't know if this is what is this young lady has been tied to at all, but I have to be honest, it's one of the first things that come to my mind, first thing that I question. Could this be anything affiliated with sex trafficking or what? Because hearing that a toddler is walking alongside the road, I feel like that's one of the tactics that they do to lure women, right? And then just the different things you hear about at the gas station, where somebody may leave like a paper towel or a napkin or paper or something, and it may have some residue on it. Somebody may give you a flower at the gas station, and when you go off and you sniff it, it may have something in it that's going to knock you out. Like, you just got to be extremely cautious when you're out here. And I know she didn't want anything to happen to that baby, but I kind of wish she would have sat in her car and just waited for the police to get there. But her being a nurse, it makes sense why she would pull over and want to go and immediately see about the child. That says a lot about, to me, her character. Like, of course she wants to check on this baby. She's in nursing school. She has signed up for a job to care for people, so it just makes a lot of sense as to why she would do that. And I really, really, really hate that. And then now it makes me question, with her missing, could this young baby possibly be a baby that's missing as well, or did y'all just use this baby in a pond of some BS? But I swear, I pray to God this young lady is found safe. I pray that she's safe right now. She knows that people are looking for her. They're trying to find her. They know that, or at least she knows, just hang on, somebody's coming. And I just hope that we don't go long without finding her. The last time we had a huge case like this, it was a Naya Blanchard's case. And this happened, I feel like, in like 2019, in like October-ish, where this young lady was out in Auburn. She went to, I don't think she went to Auburn University, but she lived in Auburn, Alabama. And she was coming home, I think, from a funeral or something that day with her little brother. I think she could have dropped her brother off. She stopped by the gas station thinking she's about to, just grab her some chips or something, then go home. She had already told her roommate, I'm about to make a stop, then I'll head to the house. Next thing you know, she never made it there because she was snatched up by this weirdo man. And it was a manhunt for I don't know how long, trying to find her. And then we ended up finding her car. Her car was stashed away at an apartment and all of this stuff. And the long road and the long search for Anaya Blanchard led to her passing away, led to her death, where they ended up, unaliving her, and then they buried her somewhere. And yeah, when the girl came out to the car at the gas station, he shoved her back into the car. I think he was driving her car. According to him, she did try to fight him off. And when she kind of like tried to fight him and do something with the steering wheel or whatever, he ended up shooting her. And I think she could have got shot in the torso or something. And she may have possibly, bled out or whatever the case was. And I just hate how people just care less so much for individuals' lives. And I hate how people think that they're going to get away with stuff. That's the crazy part for me. Not everybody get away with their crimes, honey. And I really hate that. Also, not to mention, this young lady is also not only did she graduate from Auburn University at Montgomery, and I am speaking about Carlee Russell. She also appears to be in school, okay, for nursing at UAB, but she's also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And I did see where they have also put out their statement where they're also searching for her as well. So there are a lot of people, a lot of eyes on this case, a lot of people searching for her. This is crazy. So I'm gonna give y'all some more details about her. Okay. They are saying that detectives are currently investigating this incident and are requesting the public's assistance to help locate the missing person. She is identified as Carlethia Carlee Nicole Russell. She's 25 years of age. She's a Black woman. Okay. She is 5'4" in height and she weighs about 150 to 160 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black shirt, black pants, and white Nike shoes. Okay. And not just a black shirt, black pants. It sounds like she may have possibly been wearing her nursing attire because she was getting off work. Okay. Now, anyone who believes they may have seen her or they know any details, they are asking that people call Brad Fountain, which is one of the detectives, and that number is 205-444-7562. I do have a news story that I want to share with you guys, so we can get into that and just see what they also have to say regarding this case. So let's go ahead and get that up, okay?
Urgent search tonight for Carlee Russell, the 25-year-old vanishing last night along Interstate 459 in Hoover.
The search is starting immediately last night and continuing into today. By land and sky, crews are working as hard as they can to find her. Right now, a $25,000 reward is being offered. And as police continue to search, we are bringing you team coverage from all angles of this story.
Yeah, as you can imagine, her family is distraught. Carlee's mom and dad holding out hope, knowing their daughter is a fighter.
If it's a chance for her to put up a fight to try to save her life, she's going to do everything she can to put up a fight. So we're asking that the community, again, people even in other states, to do the same thing. If you can please spare any time, if you'll just go to gas stations, hotels, just anywhere.
Can't imagine what they're going through right now. WVTM 13's Lisa Crane is anchoring our coverage tonight.
And she gets us started this evening. Lisa, what do we know about this case and how it all unfolded?
Well, we know 25-year-old Carlee Russell called 911 last night at about 9:30. She had left work, was on her way home. She said there was a toddler walking alone on the side of 459. She hung up with 911 and then she called a relative. Now, at that point, we believe that she got out of her car to check on the child, thinking that police would be there at any time. Her relative said she heard Carlee scream, and then while it seemed Carlee dropped her phone, the connection continued. When police arrived, they found Carlee's vehicle, her cell phone, and personal items, but no Carlee and no child.
A single witness has reported possibly seeing a gray vehicle with a light-complected male standing outside of Carlee's vehicle, but we have no further information on that individual or the vehicle at this time.
Time she went missing, time we heard that scream, and so many people started helping look for her. We've been from here to Tuscaloosa to Mississippi.
Just checking hotels.
Gas stations.
Gas stations, just asking around.
Truck stops.
Now, the family organized searches throughout the night and all day today. They had folks meet at the Hoover Met. Many strangers, friends, and relatives, volunteers there to help out today. Jarvis Robertson has that part of the story for us.
Here in Hoover, there has been a lot of attention focused on finding 25-year-old Carlee Russell, but not just in the Birmingham Hoover Metro, across the state and country. This case is drawing a lot of attention. Now, a lot of people showed up to the Hoover Met hoping to help find her. This is the flyer that they've been giving out. Now, close friends, family members, and even strangers, all dedicated trying to find out where she is. I had a chance to speak with some of her close friends and families about why this is so important. Take a listen.
This is the second wave, and it's hotter than it was earlier. I mean, it's later than it was earlier, and to see the number from earlier grow like this, it just speaks to the kind of friend and person that she is.
The numbers are here, and we are so appreciative. We really thank everybody that has come out to help us search for Carlee, and the hashtag is Let's Find Carlee.
Now, although they may have gone home for the day, they're still not giving up in hopes of finding her. They will be back out tomorrow morning, starting at 8 o'clock at the Hoover Met again, looking for Carlee Russell. In Hoover, I'm Jarvis Robertson, WVTM 13.
All right, Jarvis, thank you very much. Well, Angela Harris has been helping out during the search. Her name might sound familiar. She is the mother of Anaya Blanchard, and her child, Anaya, disappeared and was later found murdered in 2019. Carlee Russell's parents say having her there has been helpful and comforting.
Well, my heart's breaking, first of all. And as soon as I woke up this morning and saw the Facebook post, I immediately reached out to the family and to friends, like, how can I help? And knowing that the situation is very serious and knowing what this family's going through, I just came immediately to do whatever I can to be supportive and then to also search if need be. It's going to be tough, I'm not going to lie, but we're going to do everything we can.
Now, if you have missed anything, you can find it all on the free WVTM 13 app. You can watch the news conference in full there. Everything we know about this case is there on the homepage.
All right. So you guys just pretty much heard everything. So it seems like there were some bit of eyewitnesses that were able to give a piece of identification as far as the type of vehicle, what the guy kind of looked like. And I think those might be helpful details as they kind of look at some of the cameras and things along the highway. Things were happening at night, so I'm not sure how much they're going to be able to capture from any cameras that could have possibly been along that highway. But I definitely wanted to bring you guys this story, really hoping that we find this young lady safe and sound. I'm hoping that she's not losing hope or anything. Her parents says that she's a fighter, and I'm hoping that she will continue to fight and that we can find her, you know, because the whole state and beyond is definitely looking for this young lady. And I just really pray that we get a good outcome from this. All right. But I just wanted to come in, give you guys those details. Let me know if you might be familiar with this story or anything. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. If I get any additional information, any GoFundMe's or anything like that, I'll definitely be sure to share them in the description or in the comments down below. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm JamiThatsMe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.